Hey guys, it's Episodes here with another video. Alright, so if you can hear something in the background, don't worry about that. That's just my heater. Um, it's very cold here in Massachusetts, and I need heat. Plus, I'm wearing shorts, which is like the stupidest thing in the world, but I couldn't find any pants when I was looking for them, so shorts it was. But we're gonna ignore that. So I recently deleted my Harry Potter video just because I wasn't happy with it and I wanted to redo it, so here we go. Alright, so I remember hearing about Harry Potter for the first time in about 2001, which is when the first movie came out, and I was around 6 years old, so I was in like first grade. And I remember wanting to go see it, and my mom knew they were books before movies, so she goes, I want us to try. I was only first grade, so she's like, I want us to try to read the book before going to see the movie. And I could read by myself and everything. It's just, but I was just learning how to read. So Harry Potter wasn't the ideal book for a first grader. So my mom said she would read it to me. So we tried to read the book. Could not get into it. As a first grader, I could not get into it. But I did go to see the movie anyways. I would be lying if I said the first movie did not scare me. That whole thing with Voldemort, or he who should not be named, at the end. But overall, it was a good movie. And then, I never tried to read the book after that. And then, like, I went to go see the second movie and the third. And then after the third, I kind of fell off the bandwagon for a while. I didn't read the books, I didn't rewatch the movies. And then every Sunday, me and my cousins started going places with our grandparents, and sometimes it would be a long ride to where we were going. And my grandparents had a DVD player in their car, so we'd be able to watch a movie if it was a really long ride. And one day my cousin brought Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban in the car, and we probably watched that movie, no lie. It was the only movie we ever brought in there and left there, was the third Harry Potter, and I've watched it maybe over 100 times. Like, after a while, it became my least favorite movie just because of that reason. But after that, one day there was a marathon on TV, and I watched the whole marathon. I watched all 7 movies. Well, technically there's 8 movies because 7th is in 2 parts, but it's just technically all around 7 movies. But I like them all. If I had to pick a favorite, though, it would probably be the 4th one. Because this is the only reason why, and a lot of you are probably gonna hate me for this, but I know there are other people that support this just as much as I do. I really do not like Harry and Ginny and Hermione and Ron. I'd rather have been Harry and Hermione 100%. So I believe Harry and Hermione should have been together, and there was a lot of inkling in that movie that it could have gone either way. There was a lot of inkling that she liked Ron, and that's where it was like really starting to be kind of like the choice in her life. Like, she can choose either one of her best friends to be her love interest, but it was Ron. But there's also a lot of things that she might have feelings for Harry too, and just love that. And then, like, of course, in the Deathly Hallows, there's definitely some inkling there that she could move on to Harry, but it never happens, which is so upsetting, but it's fine. So after seeing all those movies, I decided to start reading the books. Actually, a few years before that, I tried to read the books one entire summer. I got maybe halfway through the fourth book, and the fourth book is the longest book, as we all know. And it was so heavy, it like kind of like made me lose interest in reading it because the book was so heavy. So I just decided to stay a fan of the movies for a while, and then when I got my Kindle, I decided to just read the Harry Potter books on my Kindle because one, the Kindle is the same weight no matter what you read, and two, it was an easier way to read them. So I read every Harry Potter book. My favorite book is the same as my movie. It's the fourth one, despite being the longest book and the shortest movie. But definitely Hallows 2 is my favorite book because, again, there's so much Hermione, contact in those books. My favorite character, always and forever, will be Hermione. Just, self-explanatory, strong female lead. As far as the actor or actress who played her, Emma Watson, I love Emma Watson with my whole heart. She's adorable and seems like a sweet person. I don't know that for sure, but she seems like she'd be a very sweet person. As for all the other actors who played everybody, they did a phenomenal job. That's the casting department did a great job casting everybody. Are there differences between the book and the movie that I didn't like? There is. Ginny in the book, she was so strong and really didn't need Harry to technically save her, but in the movie, she acted more weak. This is in no way bashing the actress, it's just kind of bashing the differences between the characters that I noticed. Also, in the book, during the Yule Ball, Hermione wears a blue dress in the book. In the movie, though, she wears a pink dress. I mean, Emma Watson looks gorgeous in the pink dress, and, it was a great look for Hermione, but I think the blue would have been super gorgeous on Emma's skin tone, kind of. The pink might have washed her out a tiny bit, where I think blue would have been a better contrast with her skin tone. Also, they kind of really downplayed Dobby's involvement in Harry's life. The second one, yeah, he was there, but they really kind of downplayed his involvement in the movies. In the book, he was a lot more involved. A character that I wish was more in the books and the movies is Tonks. She's one of my favorite characters. I'm definitely glad that she's in a game that I'll talk about later. And yeah, okay, favorite professor would have to be Professor McGonagall. I just love her character. She can be tough but fair and nice and all that fun stuff. He wasn't really a professor during all the movies or books, but he did become a professor, which is Hagrid. Hagrid is definitely one of my favorite characters. He has that thing that draws people in, I guess. Yeah, let's talk about guest stars that we might know in it. So, in the first one, Derek and Julian Hough are in the first one. Julian is a Gryffindor student who cheers when, they get Ron and Harry and Hermione. And then Derek walks behind Hermione in one scene. They are very quick parts, but they were in that. And a lot of people are like, why were they in it if they are American? Technically they are American, but they were living in London for dance at the time, so they got non-speaking parts in Harry Potter. And then Robert Pattinson, we all know, guest starred in the fourth one because he was Cedric Diggory, a Hufflepuff, which, in case you guys are wondering, I said in another video that I'm a Ravenclaw, but then I since found, out, I took, another official quiz, and it says I'm a Hufflepuff, which makes total complete sense, so I am a Hufflepuff. But yeah, and then this one has a Cedric Diggory, so there you go. And Tonk, so there you go. And that's all I know. There might be a bunch of other, British stars, but I don't know that. Oh yeah, especially, the guy, if you guys watch Bridgerton, which I've watched, a couple parts because my mom was watching it, but the guy on that, the main guy, he was on one of the Harry Potter movies. It was a quick part, but if you are really a fan, you will know. I'm a real fan, but I forget what part it was. I read it somewhere, but I forgot what part it was. So for your information, I've read all the books, I've seen all the movies, I own them all on DVD. I got them for my birthday 2 years ago, just because my brother had them all on DVD, and when I would watch them, I would want to steal his movies. So I just told my mom to get them all on DVD for me for my birthday 2 years ago, because that way I don't have to steal my brother's movies and I can have them on my own. I'm thinking of maybe having a marathon tomorrow, which is Valentine's Day for myself. I don't have a Valentine, so the Harry Potter movies could be my Valentine. That sounds really lame, but if that's the way I'm going to choose to celebrate my Valentine's Day, that's the way I'm going to choose to celebrate Valentine's Day. But yeah, so I've been a fan of Harry Potter pretty much since 2001. As it is, I wasn't even born when the first book came out, so that proves it right there. And I think the third book might come out even a year before I was born even. Alright, so if you guys like Harry Potter, you won't be able to comment down below. So if you like Harry Potter, give this video a big thumbs up, and I will talk to you guys later. Alright, see you in my next video. Peace out, guys. Bye.